And good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Woodbine Mohawk Park on this Monday, April 27th, 2026. Today we have 10 qualifying races. Qualifier number 1 stepping out onto the track. One scratch here, number 8, Military Secret, is out, so it'll be a field of 7 for today's first. It's a clear Monday morning here in Campbellville. The track is listed as fast, temperature around 12 degrees Celsius. Starting gates moved into position, and the horses are called in for the first. Kicking things off here with older pacers. Number 1, Stone Sawyer, Jonathan Drury drives. The 2 is Always Dawn with James McDonald. 3, Zip Pass, Dave Kelly. 4, Wasega, Tyler Jones. 5 is Twin Bee Alliance with Mark McDonald. 6, Salzburg Lytton, Brady Galliers. And 7, All About Art, Doug High. Number 8 is scratched. Here they come for the first. And the rough end pacing. It's going to be Salzburg Lytton who sweeps out from the center. At the inside is Stone Sawyer. There to that one's outside. That's going to be Twin Bee Alliance. To get away in fourth is Always Dawn. Then racing in fifth will be Zip Past. On that one's back is Wasega. And All About Art takes to the rear of the field. Getting up to the lead here is going to be Twin Bee Alliance. And Twin Bee Alliance clears. And it leads it by 2 lengths coming up to that opening panel in a time of 30 seconds flat. So Twin Bee Alliance and Mark McDonald will swing away up front. 4-year-old son will always be Mickey up top by 2. Salzburg Lytton is in second. Stone Sawyer then races along in third. She's being followed by Always Dawn in fourth. Gap of 2.5 lengths then going back to Zip Past, who is trailed by Wasega. And then 6 more lengths back to the trailer, All About Art. No change in the second quarter. Twin Bee Alliance, a winner already this season by the half in 59 and 2. Second quarter 29 and 2. And it's a 2-length advantage for Twin Bee Alliance. Twin Bee Alliance returning to Mohawk, has been off since mid-March, leads it again by just about 2 lengths. Looking to stick right along, though, is the 5-year-old Salzburg Lytton. Couple more lengths back to Stone Sawyer in third. Always Dawn's been tracking throughout in fourth. Then it's to Zip Past, Wasega, and All About Art. 3-quarter clocking, 127 and 2. So you could see them starting to stretch out a bit there. And it was a 28-second third quarter, and Twin Bee Alliance is into the lane. It's Twin Bee Alliance over Salzburg Lytton. Inside Stone Sawyer. Off that one's back is Always Dawn now into third. We have a 16th of a mile remaining, and Twin Bee Alliance still clear. Late push on the outside from Always Dawn. Trying to hang in for second is Salzburg Lytton, and it will be Twin Bee Alliance. Salzburg Lytton was second, Always Dawn third, and Stone Sawyer fourth. Mile time 1:54 and 3 at 27 and 1. Final quarter. Next up is qualifier number 2. Scratch number 4, Pirates Poison. Driver change on 8, Poisonous Delight to Louis Waugh. Pacers once again. Number 1, Now It's a Party. The driver is Jordan Kamenya. 2, You're a Strange Animal, Bob McClure. 3, Rough Deal, Jody Jameson. 4 is out. 5 is Chow for Now, Mark McDonald. 6, Jalapeno Cheddar, James McDonald. 7, Runway Diva, Jonathan Drury. And 8, Poisonous Delight, Louis Waugh. Here they come. Qualifier number 2. They're off and pacing, and it's going to be Chow for Now, who is shooting forward. Runway Diva also flashing early speed. Rough Deal sticks right alongside the top pair, and then in the center is going to be Jalapeno Cheddar. Going back to Poisonous Delight, Rail Starter, Now It's a Party, and then Your Strange Animal. Into the first turn, Runway Diva ends up getting out to the lead. In second is Chow for Now, followed there by Rough Deal third, as Jalapeno Cheddar's got a big 4-hole to settle into. 28-4 was the opening panel. The Pacers will swing into the backstretch, and a loose leader here is Runway Diva. In second is Chow for Now. Third in line is going to be Rough Deal. Fourth, you'll find Jalapeno Cheddar, who's followed by Poisonous Delight. Just off that one is Now It's a Party, and then You're a Strange Animal 2 lengths off that nearest rival. As they're midway up the backstretch here, they settle through the second quarter, and they follow the better than Cheddar filly Runway Diva, and Runway Diva 2-length. A little encouragement in second for Chow for Now to try and stick with that top spot. 1 minute and 3/5, so they weren't going a whole lot there in the second panel. And as we get into the far turn, we'll see if things start to ramp up. Runway Diva, Chow for Now second, Rough Deal in third. Fourth, with 5/8 of the mile now complete, continues to be Jalapeno Cheddar. And then we're going back to Poisonous Delight. A few more lengths to Now It's a Party, who looks to get into full gear. And then making a break at the back was the trailer You're a Strange Animal. 3/4 time, 1:30.3. Runway Diva gets us into the stretch now. Runway Diva trying to call all the shots, and we'll see if Chow for Now can press. Chow for Now needs to make up 2.5 lengths. Rough Deal in behind third. Inside fourth, Jalapeno Cheddar. Then back to Poisonous Delight, and Now It's a Party, but coming into deep stretch, and it's all Runway Diva, and she stretches out the lead late. Runway Diva looking good through the line. She'll win it. Finishing in second was Chow for Now. Third was Rough Deal, and fourth was Jalapeno Cheddar. 157-2, a 26-4 kicker for Runway Diva. Next up is the third qualifier. 3 and 4-year-olds on the trot, and it will be a field of 7 with no changes here. Number 1, Nightingale. The driver is Jody Jameson. Number 2 is Sprite Sealster, Tyler Borth. 3, Stormont Beautiful, Bob McClure. 4, Tavern on the Green, Louis Waugh. 5, Strobe Light, James McDonald. 6, Another Great Mass, Trevor Henry. And 7, LP Bay, Travis Henry. Starting gate swings into the stretch. It's a field of 7. Trotters for the third. Here they come. And they're off and trotting. Stormont Beautiful, Tavern on the Green, and Strobe Light all into the early mix. Also on the outside there is Another Great Mass who will look to come across. Nightingale is just basically mid-pack there, holding ground from that rail starting spot, while Sprite Sealster will follow, and then LP Bay, the outside starter, will end up the trailer as we get into the first turn. So out to the lead and taking us to the opening quarter will be Tavern on the Green, and Tavern on the Green is clear here by 2.5 lengths on Stormont Beautiful. Opening quarter time was 29 and 1, and will come out of the first turn. Tavern on the Green, a son of Green Man Elise. She went off stride, was on the lead, and makes a break coming out of that first bend. So inheriting the lead is going to be Stormont Beautiful after the outstanding 3-year-old campaign, her second qualifier here at 4, and she takes us up the backstretch with Strobe Light tracking right along. So O'Brien Award standouts lead us up to the midway point, and tracking them is Nightingale, who's only 3 lengths off the top. 59 and 3 was the half-mile time. We'll check in fourth with Sprite Sealster, followed then by Another Great Mass, LP Bay, and then Tavern on the Green, another 20 lengths back after making that second quarter break. We're midway around the far turn, and Stormont Beautiful, over $500,000 earned leads, tracked very closely by Strobe Light, who's right on the helmet there, and then 2.5 lengths back to Nightingale, 2 more lengths to Sprite Sealster, Another Great Mass, LP Bay, and Tavern on the Green last, 128 and 1 3/4. It was a 28 and 3 third panel into the stretch. Stormont Beautiful sticking behind will be Strobe Light, and then we're going back to Nightingale, tried to hold third from Sprite Sealster, who's to that one's wheel. So here late in the mile to the outside comes Strobe Light, trying to get by Stormont Beautiful late as they'll finish up strong, and it will be a length victory for Stormont Beautiful. Strobe Light right there second, back in third with Sprite Sealster. Nightingale was fourth. Mile time 1:55 and 2. Stormont Beautiful. Next is our fourth qualifier. It'll be a field of 5 3-year-old Pacers. A couple of driver changes. Number 2, Ryder Ross, will be driven by Brady Galliers, while number 3, Plankton Hanover, the driver will be Louis Waugh. Wings of the starting gate are open. It's a field of 5 being called in for the fourth qualifier today. 3-year-old Pacers, as mentioned. Number 1, Beachside Lindy, Jody Jameson. The 2, Ryder Ross, Brady Galliers. 3, Plankton Hanover, Louis Waugh. 4, Mega Moves, Mark McDonald. And 5, Sweet Lovin' Lou, James McDonald. Starting gate picks up speed. Here they come. Qualifier number 4. And the Roffan pacing. And Plankton Hanover splits the rivals and shoots out to the early lead. Beachside Lindy to the inside second. Pumped up Ryder Ross there is third, while Mega Moves and Sweet Lovin' Lou content to slide down to the rail as they get into single file order, and Plankton Hanover, the Better's Delight Colt, takes us to the opening quarter. Beachside Lindy is in second. Ryder Ross settles third, 2 lengths in front of Mega Moves fourth, who is followed by Sweet Lovin' Lou fifth. 29 seconds was the opening panel. So as we move to the backstretch here, Plankton Hanover leading by a length and a half. Right on the helmet second is the tall, dark stranger, 3-year-old Beachside Lindy, tracked closely by the Dancin' Lou Colt. Ryder Ross in third. Another Dancin' Lou and Mega Moves, who is fourth. And then it is the Sweet Lou Colt, Sweet Lovin' Lou, in his season debut. 6 or 7 lengths off the lead, racing fifth. The half was 59-1. And Plankton Hanover continues to show the way as they take it to the far turn. Beachside Lindy in second. Ryder Ross right there third. Mega Moves in fourth. Sweet Lovin' Lou is fifth. So nothing's changed here. We're about halfway around the far turn. Plankton Hanover taking us to 3/4. Second qualifier of the season, was a winner first time. In second, has been tracking right along Beachside Lindy. Ryder Ross third. Mega Moves fourth. Sweet Lovin' Lou, nobody yet to move. 1:28.3 was the 3/4 time, and they're into the stretch. So Plankton Hanover looks to kick clear now on Beachside Lindy. Ryder Ross third. From the back now, Sweet Lovin' Lou looking to turn in a final quarter that is quite strong, and it's looking good. We'll see if he can catch up to Plankton Hanover, who got away. So it'll be Plankton Hanover to win it. Sweet Lovin' Lou looking good second. Then Mega Moves was third. Ryder Ross fourth. And Beachside Lindy fifth. 1:55.2. Final quarter in 26-4. Starting gate is rolling for our fifth qualifier. 3 and 4-year-olds on the trot. No scratches, field of 7. 1 Kanagami Fancy. James McDonald. 2 Agent 99, Trevor Henry. 3 Timel Shrek, Mark McDonald. 4 Broadway Star, Jody Jameson. 5 Emoticon Wallner, Louis Waugh. 6 Turn and Burn, Michael Whalen. 7 Two Hit Wit, Bob McClure. Here they come for the fifth. Often trotting, a break at the start there for the 7 Two Hit Wit. Few others are trying to push on out of there. Agent 99 amongst them is the quickest away. To the wheel is Broadway Star. Then settling into third will be Emoticon and Wallner. Couple of lengths in front of Turn and Burn. Then going back to Kanagami Fancy, followed by Timel Shrek. And the breaker at the start looking to catch on up will be Two Hit Wit. Stepping in front, opening quarter about to come up, courtesy of Broadway Star by that opening panel in 29 and 3. It's Broadway Star and Jameson to move us into the backstretch. Agent 99, a first-timer, that 4-year-old, racing in second. Then in third is the regally bred Emoticon and Wallner in his debut qualifier. He's followed fourth up the backstretch by Turn and Burn. Fifth in line is Kanagami Fancy. 2 lengths then going to Timel Shrek, and it's about 25 lengths back to the trailer to Hit Wit. So a loose leader up front here is Broadway Star, and Broadway Star brings us to the midway point and is by the half in a time of 1 minute and 3/5. Second quarter in 31 seconds. Trotters are heading on to the far turn. It's a 2.5 length advantage here for Broadway Star, while Agent 99 looks to keep touch in second, followed by Emoticon and Wallner in third. Fourth with 5/8 of the mile now complete, Turn and Burn, tracked closely by Kanagami Fancy, then Timel Shrek and Two Hit Wit the trailer. So nothing's changed in terms of the order, and the 3/4 pole will be reached by Broadway Star in 1:31. So the trotters now swing for home. Broadway Star. In second is Agent 99, who will certainly take a shot here now for Henry. So Agent 99 in pursuit. Broadway Star to be challenged. Third continues to be Emoticon and Wallner. Up on the outside, Kanagami Fancy's moved up into fourth. So Agent 99 strikes the lead, a 16th to go. And Agent 99, a good qualifying debut. Going to win this one by 3.5. Finishing in second was Broadway Star. Emoticon and Wallner was third. Inside Kanagami Fancy fourth in a mile time of 1:59 and 1. Starting gate is rolling now for our sixth qualifier as we resume with today's action. 10 in total here today, so we pick up with the second half of the qualifying session. And in the sixth, scratch number 5 back in a flash. Driver change on 9, Super Puncher to Jordan Kamenya. Number 1, Rising Shadow, J.R. Plant. 2, Front and Center, Mark McDonald. 3, My Girl Friday, Louis Waugh. 4, Naughty Delight, James McDonald. 5 is out. 6, Who Are You, Michael Whalen. 7, Sunset Lou, Trevor Henry. 8, Hello Darkness, Phil Houdon. And the 9, Super Puncher, Jordan Kamenya. The 9 is well back, trying to catch on up. The others set to go. Here they come for the sixth. They're off and pacing, and from the outside, Sunset Lou and Hello Darkness. Those two get it into gear, and they're going to shoot out to the early lead. Naughty Delight. Unhurried, she's going to get away in third. 2 lengths clear of Who Are You in fourth. Another 2 lengths into My Girl Friday, who will be followed by Front and Center to Rising Shadow, and catching on up is Super Puncher. Driving to that opening quarter, and it is the Dancin' Lou 3-year-old Sunset Lou, a 2-length advantage. Opening quarter time, 28-2. So off that 28-2 split, they'll swing into the backstretch. Hello Darkness will look to stick with our leader. Just off that one, again, 2 lengths away. Followed closely third by Naughty Delight. She made over $150,000 last year, and this is her second qualifier. Then we're going back as we're midway up the backstretch, racing in fourth to Who Are You, who is followed by My Girl Friday in fifth. Another 2 lengths back to Front and Center, Rising Shadow, and then 5 or 6 lengths to our trailer, Super Puncher. Half mile time, 58-4. Second panel in 30-2. Racing onto the far turn, Sunset Lou continues to show the way. Tracked closely in second by Hello Darkness, Naughty Delight. She's right up there, 3 lengths off the lead in third. They all start to tighten up a little bit here now in that single file order. Halfway around the far turn, Who Are You is spotted in fourth, tracked fifth by My Girl Friday, then to Front and Center, followed by Rising Shadow, and getting a little bit closer is Super Puncher. Coming to 3/4, Sunset Lou, already popping the pocket spot is Hello Darkness. Naughty Delight set to follow that path. 3/4 time was 1:29.1. Pacers swing for home, and they look to sprint here now. Out of the 2-hole, Hello Darkness trying to overtake Sunset Lou, and roaring on up is My Girl Friday, and My Girl Friday sweeps up to the lead. Naughty Delight also comes to the outside, so between horses, Hello Darkness at the rail, Sunset Lou, but My Girl Friday, a good showing here, will take it. Naughty Delight was in a photo there for second, along with Hello Darkness. Sunset Lou in fourth. Mile time was 1:56 flat, so a wicked final quarter there from My Girl Friday. Here we go now for the 7th qualifier. Inside Out, Nordic Duty, Rare Legacy, HP Crystalline, Demi Rose, Smorgastarda, Walner's Grove, Kinder Rolex, Hands in the Cookie Jar. They're off and trotting, and a break at the start there for the outside horse, that being Hand in the Cookie Jar. And out to the early lead goes HP Crystalline. So HP Crystalline blasts on out to the top. Rare Legacy into second. Third is Nordic Duty. Walner's Grove outside fourth. Then we go to Demi Rose as we trot into that first turn. Working on back to Kinder Rolex. And again, breaker at the start. That one well behind. That's going to be Hand in the Cookie Jar. Opening quarter was 28 seconds even, so that was a revved up opening quarter here for HP Crystalline. 3-year-old daughter of Alarm Detector leading it. Meanwhile, closing up in tighter there second as we move up the backstretch is going to be Rare Legacy. Some struggles there in the second quarter for the 6, Walner's Grove. That one went off stride, goes into the safety lane. Nordic Duty is closing in on the top pair there in third. Then racing in fourth is Demi Rose, followed in fifth by Kinder Rolex. Trying to catch up a bit closer is Smorgastarda as we are by the half in 59-4. Trotters going to the far turn. And so a 31-4 second quarter after rolling right along in that opening panel. HP Crystalline, who was a qualifying winner first time out on April 20th in 159-2. Rare Legacy tracks along in second. It's 2.5 lengths back to Nordic Duty in third. Fourth is Demi Rose. Couple more lengths to Kinder Rolex, Smorgastarda, and then we go back to the others as Walner's Grove and Hand in the Cookie Jar well back. 129-3 is the three-quarter time, and they swing into the lane. So HP Crystalline looking to seal the deal. Rare Legacy in second, 1.5 lengths away. And then back in third is Nordic Duty. Fourth continues to be Demi Rose. 1/16 of a mile to go. HP Crystalline not being pushed too much here. HP Crystalline looking good. Rare Legacy content to follow right behind. And they'll finish 1-2. It's HP Crystalline from Rare Legacy in second. Nordic Duty was third. Fourth was Demi Rose. And Kinder Rolex was off stride at the wire. 157-3. Here we go now with the 8th qualifier. No changes, field of 8. Inside Out, She's a Streaker, Seclusion, Light Up the World, Total Stranger, Chain Gang, Magical Arthur, PL Aussie, and Tropical Dragon. Here they come, qualifier 8. They're off and pacing. First call from the outside goes to PL Aussie, who's looking to sweep out to the early lead. She's a streaker from the inside with some good early speed as Light Up the World will settle in behind third. Then in fourth is Chang Gang. Fifth, you'll find Seclusion. Back to Magical Arthur in sixth. And then our final pair as we head to that opening quarter at the back of the pack. That is going to be Total Stranger and Tropical Dragon. Opening quarter was a revved up 26-3. Don't see too many 26-3 opening quarters in qualifiers, and that is PL Aussie. He's known for the speed, and he brings them up the backstretch. In second, that continues to be She's a Streaker, followed by Light Up the World in third. Fourth is Chang Gang, and then we go back to Seclusion in fifth. Another couple of lengths to Magical Arthur, who is followed by Total Stranger, and the last one, Tropical Dragon. So after that hot opening quarter, the half is hitting 56-1, so certainly backing it down. 29-3 in the second, and it's PL Aussie onto the far bend. In the pocket, that is She's a Streaker. Light Up the World is right there third in his second qualifier of his 4-year-old campaign. Chain Gang is racing in fourth. Up on the outside, that is Magical Arthur, who is trying to advance. Inside of that one is Seclusion to Total Stranger and Tropical Dragon rounding things out. Three-quarter time, 124-2. So they get to the head of the lane, courtesy of PL Aussie. It's PL Aussie leading it. Out of the two-hole is She's a Streaker. Light Up the World also fanning out wide. Ducking down to the rail is Chang Gang. 4 across, an eighth of a mile to go. PL Aussie. Between horses, She's a Streaker. And here's Light Up the World roaring up. Up the rail is Chang Gang. It's Light Up the World and Chang Gang. Light Up the World is going to win it. Chang Gang finishes second. PL Aussie was third. She's a Streaker fourth in a sharp mile time of 151 flat for Light Up the World. Starting gate rolling for the 9th qualifier. Please note that You Got It Kemp starts from post 3, is wearing saddle pad 4. James McDonald drives. That is the 3, though. Inside out, the Governor, Castell Lindy, You Got It Kemp, Zuri, Shadrach Hanover, Gaines Hanover. Here they go for the 9th. They're off and trotting, and it's You Got It Kemp, who times it well and strides out to the top. Getting away in second is going to be Shadrach Hanover, as that one's up to the leader's wheel. Should be able to settle into the 2-hole in front of the Governor third. Then Castell Lindy in fourth, followed by Zuri fifth. And our trailer is Gaines Hanover, who just takes to the back. Coming up to the opening quarter, and it's You Got It Kemp, who does lead it. So You Got It Kemp, 27-3 was the opening quarter. On the comeback trail, You Got It Kemp, the now 4-year-old. The winner of over $378,000 after a spectacular 2-year-old campaign a couple of years ago, leads us up the backstretch. You Got It Kemp. In second, Shadrach Hanover. Third is the Governor. Fourth in line, Castell Lindy, followed then fifth by Zuri, and it's 3 lengths back to Gaines Hanover as he just watches from the back. 27-3 sharp opening quarter, half-mile time 57-3, settling it down 30 seconds even in the second quarter. You Got It Kemp onto the far bend. Tracking on the helmet there in second is Shadrach Hanover. The Governor is up close as well in third, followed by Castell Lindy in fourth. Couple of lengths then back to Zuri. And Gaines Hanover again is last right now for the time being, about 8 lengths off the top. As we're heading to 3 quarters, You Got It Kemp's looking good up front here. Shadrach Hanover just sticking right along and has been pretty much glued to the helmet as they were by 3 quarters in 126-3. So they get to the top of the stretch after a 29-second third quarter. You Got It Kemp now looks to get away, and it's You Got It Kemp. Shadrach Hanover still there second. The Governor might try to pursue an inside lane. Then it's back to Castell Lindy, followed by Zuri and Gaines Hanover looking to go by that rival at the back. But how about this for You Got It Kemp? A good-looking return. You Got It Kemp will win it. Finishing in second, Shadrach Hanover. Castell Lindy was up for third. The Governor followed by Gaines Hanover and Zuri. Mile time 1:53-4. Here we go now for our final qualifier today. This is the 10th. Scratch number 2, I Want Money. Brings us to a field of 6. We've got Sister Scarlet with Mark Etzel. 3, Twinbee Showbiz, Jonathan Drury. 4, Tango in the Night, Chris Matthews. 5, Ice Pack, Jody Jameson. 6, Hot Country, James McDonald. And 7, Captain Code, Scott Young. Here they come, 10th and final qualifier today. Trotters set to go. Off and trotting, and we got a few of them that are pressing on forward. That includes Hot Country, Tango in the Night between horses, inside Twinbee Showbiz. Captain Code will get behind that wall early to settle in 4th, ahead of Ice Pack in 5th, and Sister Scarlet to be the trailer 6th. As we get to the first turn, Tango in the Night wins the early scramble. Twinbee Showbiz in 2nd, Hot Country settling in 3rd, in front of Captain Code in 4th. Right behind that one is Ice Pack, and the last one is Sister Scarlet. 28 and 4 for that opening quarter, and into the backstretch, our leader here, Tango in the Night for Chris Matthews. They show the way. 2nd, Twinbee Showbiz, and then 3rd is Hot Country. Behind 4th is Captain Code, then in 5th is Ice Pack. The last one is Sister Scarlet. She can see them all as they move up the backstretch. So Tango in the Night's a son of Green Man Alishi, his season debut qualifier leading it, tracked by the Muscle Mass filly Twinbee Showbiz. Then the Muscle Mass gelding Hot Country is 3rd. Captain Corey 3-year-old Captain Code is 5 lengths off the lead in 4th, then back to a 6-pack 3-year-old in Ice Pack, and a couple more lengths to the Father Patrick filly Sister Scarlet. 1 minute and 3/5 was the half-mile time, so they had things back down in the second quarter, and they are picking it up now as we've got 5/8 of the mile contested. Tango in the Night, a 2-hole ride. Twinbee Showbiz tagging right along. Hot Country as well in 3rd. Captain Code looks ready to go in 4th, then to Ice Pack and Sister Scarlet. Out of the 2-hole is Twinbee Showbiz to confront Tango in the Night. 1:30 and 2 for 3/4, and they're into the lane and overtaking the lead. Twinbee Showbiz has stepped out to the top. So moving out from 2nd, striking the lead, Twinbee Showbiz. Hot Country now moves up into 3rd. Captain Code into 4th. Tango in the Night back in 4th, and a 16th remains. It's Twinbee Showbiz. Hot Country trying to chase this one down. Twinbee Showbiz. Hot Country coming up on the outside. Twinbee Showbiz will hold on. Hot Country was 2nd. Captain Code was 3rd. Ice Pack up for 4th in 1:57 and 4.